Welcome back to the Marvim channel. As you know from our other videos, process mining transforms your business by transforming the processes within it, mapping them, streamlining them, most of all, understanding them. So now you know what process mining is. Let's see how it works. With an example from one of the most process-intensive organizations out there, an international insurance firm. It's an existing customer of Marvim's business process management application, so they had a head start. First, the company chose an initial pilot project, process mining its claims handling operation, a major part of the insurance business. In fact, it's even bigger than it sounds, since they provide insurance across many sectors, and handling claims is seriously complex. Over the decades, they've built up maps and models of how to do things. As a business grows, this creates a problem. All those processes diverge from one into many. It's useful to choose some customer pain that you know needs solving. For this company, it was the time between submitting an insurance claim and the claim being paid. It was too long and customers didn't like it, leading to resource wastage. After all, when claims take too long, customers start phoning customer service, emailing their insurance agent, and worst of all, complaining on social media, all taking effort and energy from the business. Here's how process mining showed them how to solve that. It starts with gathering data. The Marvim ITP looks at 3 different types. First, the case identifier, a unique identifier to catch and follow in a process, like a submitted claim ID or policy number. Second, an activity being executed. Activities are events, like accepting a claim. And third, the timestamp at each event. Sounds small, but it's vital, because it shows how long a process takes, which is what you want to solve. It's important to note all these attributes are drawn from live data in the company's systems, because to be effective, process mining must determine what actually happens, not what people think happens. Pulling this together creates event data, which is transformed into an event log, a long list of transactions that show what happens when. The event log is a key component of discovering your operations with process mining. Other attributes can then be added, like category or size of claim. Value-adding data attributes that allow for deeper drill-through and more thorough analysis of the process. Armed with the event log, the company went into discovery, understanding how many different process variants are being executed across the organization. And look at that! 118,000 cases of that process involving 10 activities, but over 5,000 variants in the way it happened. But look at that gap between submitting a claim and accepting it. There's waste in there. And that's less than 5% of all process variants. Most variants are much more complex. About 20% of variants cover 80% of the total. That's a number you've seen before. That's where resources get wasted. That's where workers get fatigued. That's where customers get annoyed. And you now know where it happens. This is how process mining works. It exposes all the logjams and go-slows, all the repetitions and busy work. Why are claims being resubmitted? Why do so many bounce back? Why does it take so long? Most of all, why is it being done in so many ways? Process mining gave the company the actionable insights it needed to start improving the way it works. And for even more depth, it can slice and dice that data in detail. Car insurance, home insurance, travel insurance, by volume or claim size, or any way it wants. Of course, all this discovery integrated well with the company's existing business process management initiatives. All that data from process mining can be compared with the ideal model from BPM, the one best way, process perfection personified. This shows how close your actual processes are to the ideal. And of course, it works both ways. After all, if there's a constant difference between the way you think it should work and how it actually works, that's a reality check that maybe your ideal case isn't so ideal. So that's process mining, the ideal complement to BPM, and the perfect way to drive costs and bottlenecks out of your business. As you can see, this insurance company has some work to do, but thanks to process mining, they know how to do it.